All right, guys, round two. We are live. I'm gonna go set up our music, make sure we're turned on, and then I'll check back in just a little second, okay? All right. Hi, Nazma. There's 4 of you. I wish I could see who is on. 6 of you. Great, you guys. Apparently, so last time that we did this, it was a total hit. I think the video from Monday now has like 500 views almost, which is crazy. So I'm super pumped that it worked. So round 2, Nazma and my mom. That's awesome. So I just finished a run, you guys, so I'm a little sweaty and gross. Hashtag no filter. I did, however, go put some makeup under my eyes before starting this video because I've been quarantined for approximately 48 hours and I was starting to look like a swamp creature. So put on a little mascara just for y'all. We've got about 1.5-ish minutes, you guys, and we'll get going. So super glad you all are here. Hit the wave button so that I know who's here, because I don't know how to see who's actually watching other than the people that wave. So, oh, Allie. Hey, Allie. Awesome. Nazma says, are you working from home? Yes, I am working from home, and it's an adventure. So I have multiple laptops all set up in my little at-home office. Danielle Warren, hi. Glad you're here. That's awesome. So yeah, working from home's been fun. The dogs keep me company, so that's great. All right, guys, we got about 30 seconds here. We'll see if a few more people log on. If you're new and you've never taken yoga with me, I'm excited. My name is Meredith. I teach a Vinyasa style flow, which is syncing your breath to your movement. It's an inhale move, exhale move, exhale move kind of flow. There's patterns to it, so if you're new, don't worry about it. You'll catch on real quick. So yeah, let's get going, you guys. Let's start today in a child's pose. Oh, Susan North! I'm so excited. That's awesome. All right, guys, we're gonna start in a child's pose. I start every single class in a child's pose, just as our opening meditation. If you prefer to start in a seat as well, if it's hard on your knees, just whatever is comfortable. We're just gonna start with a few deep breaths right here. So spread your knees, tuck your toes, sink your hips, and let's begin to breathe. Take a big inhale in through your nose. Big cleansing exhale, let it go. 2 more just like that. Big inhale, noticing the edges of your body. Hold that breath at the top. Give me a gentle squeeze. Big exhale, let your body sink. 1 more time, just like that. Last one, best one right here. Big inhale. Filling it all the way up to the top. And big exhale, settling into the pose. Welcome back to your mat, you guys. We're going to take a moment right here just to tune out every single distraction. Leaving everything that burdens you, everything that worries you, leaving it at the door and taking a moment to be present on your mat. Bringing your attention to your breath and choosing an intention for the rest of your class. Take about 3 or 4 more deep cleansing breaths right here. On your next inhale, when it comes, Slowly roll all the way up. Coming to a tabletop, bringing your wrists under your shoulders, knees under your hips. Take a couple rounds of cat-cow white here, waking up that low back. As you inhale, pull your heart forward, let that low belly drop. And as you exhale, tuck your tailbone, draw your chin towards your chest, let your shoulder blades peel apart. You can hold either pose for as long as your body wants or needs to stay there. Just take a few more, syncing it with your breath, waking up your back, waking up your core. Let's take that movement and let's go side to side. Lengthening through your side body, crunching your obliques. Just like we did before, you can hold either side for as long as your body wants or needs to stay right there. Maybe you let your head and your neck get into that movement, drawing your shoulders back. Let's take that movement and let's turn it into a circle, all the way down, all the way up, like you've got a hula hoop around your middle, and you want to touch every single edge of that hula hoop, waking up your core, waking up your spine. And let's reverse the circles, go the other way. Last one, all the way up to the top. And release, come back into a neutral spine, flat back. We're gonna bring some attention to our shoulder blades. On an inhale, push into the mat, feel your shoulder blades peel apart, creating a broad back. That spine reaches towards the ceiling. On an exhale, let those shoulder blades touch, letting your heart drop to the floor. Now notice my spine does not move. It's just the shoulder blades. Let's do that a few more times. Push into the mat, let those shoulder blades peel apart. And exhale, let those shoulder blades touch like you've got a pencil right between them and you want to squeeze that pencil. Now, you have the option to stay right here, taking it in and out. If you want to challenge yourself a little bit more, let's tuck the toes under, hover the knees 1 inch off the mat. And now let's articulate those shoulder blades one more time. As you inhale, push into the mat, peel those shoulder blades apart, broad back, crown of the head reaches forward, tailbone tucked. And exhale, don't drop the knees, just let those shoulder blades squeeze together. 2 more times just like that. Inhale, peel those shoulder blades apart, broad back. Exhale, let those shoulder blades touch. 1 more time, last one, best one. Inhale, peel those shoulder blades apart. Exhale, let the shoulder blades touch. And touch back down, drop those knees. Nice work, guys, shake it out. Let's take that right hand directly under your nose. Inhale the left hand high. Stacking your shoulders. Lead with that shoulder, the wrist will follow. On an exhale, sweep that hand down, half hug right here. Inhale right back up. Gaze over that top shoulder. Exhale, half hug. 1 more time, inhale, draw that top shoulder back. On an exhale, let's thread that arm all the way through, dropping your shoulder down to the mat. Nice job, guys. Now I'm gonna keep adding on. You have the option to stop whenever you're ready. Let's take that right arm, reach it forward. If you're comfy here, stay right here. If you wanna come with me, we will shift a little weight over into our right knee. Slide the left toes back. Yeah. So now you can stay here. If you're comfy here, if you want a little bit more, let's add on even more. Lift that back leg. Now we've got a little balance going on along with our shoulder stretch. You got it. Maybe you stay right here. Maybe you add a quad stretch, drawing your heel towards your glutes. Last little add-on right here. Maybe you take that right arm up and back, reaching for the pinky toe edge of your foot. How do we do? Hold on to it, breathe into it. If you fall, there's not that far to go. And if you're like me, doing it on carpet, it's even more challenging than normal. You got it? Let's release, unwind, come all the way back to your tabletop. Fun little balance, shake it out, you guys, nice work. We'll try it again on the other side, you ready? Let's plant that left palm right under your nose. Inhale that right arm high. Stacking the shoulders, gaze high. Exhale, half hug. Draw the low belly up and in, tiny little squeeze right here. Big inhale all the way up and open. Gaze high. Exhale, half hug. One more time, big inhale all the way up. This time, exhale all the way down and through, threading that arm under, dropping your shoulder to the mat. Nice job, guys. Let's take that left arm, reach it forward and up. Just like we did on that first side. You can hold wherever you feel like you're at your edge. If you want to come with me, we're going to shift weight over into our left knee. Slide the right toes back. Maybe you stay right here. Maybe you lift those right toes. There's your balance. Cool? Now maybe you stay right here. Maybe you add a quad stretch, drawing your heel to your glutes. Last little add-on right here. Maybe you reach back with that left hand for the pinky toe edge of your foot. There's your bind. Find that bind, breathe into it. If you fall, it's okay. There's not that far to go. The floor is right there. Hold and breathe. When you're ready, gently release. We will unwind, come all the way back to your tabletop, shake it out. Nice job, guys. Awesome work. Go ahead and walk those hands slightly forward, hips slightly down, elbows in by your ribcage, big exhale, chaturanga all the way down to your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Halfway lift, heart reaches forward. Draw the shoulders down your back. Gaze to the right, over that right shoulder. Feel that stretch travel along the side of your neck. Shake your head, yes. As you shake your head, yes, you'll feel that stretch move from the side of your neck to the back of your neck. And release, come back to center, slowly lower right back down, let it go. Cycle through the breath one time right here, big inhale. Big exhale, let it go. Inhale, peel the chest up off the mat. Maybe you float those palms. Holding that chest high, use your low back, use your low glutes to keep you lifted. Gaze over that left shoulder and shake the head yes. As you shake your head yes, you're going to feel that stretch travel from the side of your neck to the back of your neck. Drawing that right shoulder back. And gently release, come back to center, let it go. Inhale, peel your chest up off the mat. Float the arms high, slide them behind your low back, interlace your fingertips, squeeze and lift. And slowly lower right back down. One more time, switch the lacing of your fingers, go the other way. Inhale, peel your chest up off the mat, squeeze your glutes, lift your heart, draw the shoulders back. And let it go. Release, that back should feel nice and warm. Let's plant the palms right under our shoulders. Curl the toes under, push right up to high plank. Nice job, guys. Pause right here. I want you to lean slightly forward until you feel those shoulders come right on top of your wrists. Now, just like we did in our warm-up, push into the mat until you feel those shoulder blades peel apart. Tuck that pelvis the teeny tiniest little bit until you feel your low abs turn on. You got it? Hold for 4. Strong for 3. Breathe for 2. Last time. Send those hips up and back, downward facing dog. First down dog of the day. Take a moment. Right here, pedal out your feet. Reaching your heels towards the mat. They might not touch, and that's okay. Tilt the tailbone up towards the ceiling. Send your chest back towards your thighs. Let's shift a little weight over into the left palm. We're going to slide the right hand back, reaching for the calf muscle or maybe the ankle. You may need to walk your feet in a little bit closer for this one. You got it. Nice and strong through the shoulders. Find that twist, drawing that right shoulder under and through. Big inhale. Big exhale to deepen that twist. And gently release, come right back to your downward facing. Other side, you ready? Shift weight over into that right hand. Slide the left hand back, reaching for your right calf muscle or ankle. Draw your upper body under and through, find that twist. Gaze under that shoulder. Take a big inhale to lengthen. Exhale, deepen that twist. And release, come back to your downward facing. Bend your knees. Gaze between your palms. Walk, step, or hop to the top of your mat. And big exhale, forward fold right here. Sway back and forth. Release your low back. Shake your head yes. Shake it no. Relax your neck and shoulders. Pause right here. Take a couple breaths. Do what your body needs to wake up your hamstrings. Lean some body weight forward into your toes. Let your heels become light. Draw your chin away from your chest. Draw your shoulders back towards your hips. Take an inhale, halfway lift, lean forward. Exhale, sink just a little bit deeper into that fold. Inhale, root down to rise all the way up. Pause right here. Mountain pose Tadasana. Squeeze everything from the tips of your fingers to the tips of your toes. Let those shoulders draw down your back. Let your low belly draw up and in. Squeeze your glutes. Squeeze the tops of your thighs. Feel the soles of your feet lift up off that mat. Feel your triceps squeeze, your biceps, hug your ears. Everything is so strong. If I were to grab you right now and flip you 180, you'd be holding that handstand. You're so active, you're so engaged. 4, 3, squeeze, 2, squeeze. Last one, big exhale, let it go, draw through to heart center. Big inhale all the way up. Hit that engagement. One more time, squeeze. And big exhale, forward fold, let it go. Inhale, halfway lift, heart reaches forward. Exhale, fold, let it go. Plant your palms and walk, step, or hop to your high plank. Pause right here. Now, if you did this with me on Monday, or if you're one of my regular students, you know your Vinyasa flow, you can go ahead and take it. If you're new, I'm going to walk us through it one time. We exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana, elbows hug your rib cage as a tricep push-up. Inhale, your heart reaches forward and up. Flip the toes and push into the mat. Squeeze your glutes, squeeze your thighs. Exhale, turn the toes under and send the hips up and back. Now, that is your Vinyasa flow. You always have your options. You can do those on your knees, or you can skip them entirely and meet in a downward facing dog. Cool? Let's take that Sun Sal A one more time. Bend your knees. Gaze between your palms. Walk, step, or hop to the top of your mat. Big exhale, forward fold. Sway back and forth. Release your low back. Shake your head yes. Shake it no. Relax the neck and shoulders. Inhale, halfway lift, heart reaches forward. Exhale, fold, let it go. Inhale all the way up. Find that engagement right at the top, squeeze. Exhale, draw through to heart center, let it go. Inhale, rise all the way up. Exhale, fold, let it go. Inhale, halfway lift, heart reaches forward. Exhale, fold, plant your palms and walk, step, or hop to your high plank. Take your flow. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Now, I mentioned on Monday, I like to take my flows quickly. If you like to slow them down, that's cool. Don't let me wreck you, okay? Let's inhale, high, three-legged dog. Go ahead and bend that top knee, and let's point that top knee towards the ceiling. Now, when you do that, your shoulders are gonna wanna follow. Don't let them. See if your shoulders square towards the mat. Squeeze your glutes to get that knee high, rather than twerking your upper body to find that twist. Use your glutes to point that knee towards the ceiling. A little bit higher, a little bit further back. Open those hips, tiny little circles right here. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Send that leg high. On an exhale, round. Pull that knee to your chest. How high can you get that knee? How forward can you get your shoulders? Hold right here. Take that knee to your right elbow. Take that knee to your left elbow. Take that knee to your right elbow. Left elbow. Right elbow. Left. Right. Left. Right. One more time. Left. Right. Hold it center. Lift. And place that foot between your palms. Nice job, guys. Pause right here. Take a moment. Wake up your hips. You can drop that back knee if you need to. It's all good. Let's relax our shoulders. Draw those shoulder blades down your back. Now, I want you to check and make sure that that front knee is stacked right on top of your ankle. A lot of times we come too far forward, and that puts a lot of unnecessary pressure on our knee. So if you draw it back, widen your stance, find that bone stack. It's gonna feel better on your knees. It's gonna feel better on your hips. Cool? Now let's add a twist. Let's root down to the left palm and open to the right. Turning towards that inner thigh. Little bit of energy through that back heel as you sink those hips slightly down, slightly forward. Nice work, guys. Just like we did on Monday, let's drop into our horizon lunge. We're gonna take that back foot, spin it onto its pinky toe edge. That top arm is gonna reach parallel to the floor as you gaze over that back shoulder. Take that front knee and hug that front knee in towards your core. Nice and strong. Now sink your hips, let it go. Nice job. Let's cartwheel right back up to high lunge. And let's open up other side. Take your time to get there. You can drop that back knee if you want to. We're opening up to the left this time. You got it. Stacking those shoulders. Let the hips sink, let it go. You can look down for groundedness, or if you want to challenge your balance, maybe you gaze high. Let's gently release, come back to your high lunge. Nice job, guys. Let's drop that back knee. If you're not there already, go ahead and drop it. Let's inhale, heart high, low crescent lunge, sending those hips down and forward. Heart shines up, chin away from chest. On an exhale, float all the way down, send the hips back, half split. So in our half split, that left hip, it's gonna pull forward so that it's even with the right. Let your shoulders relax. Let your upper body relax. Now we're not rounding, we're leaning our heart towards our toes. You got it. Draw those toes back towards your face. On an inhale, we're gonna sweep back up to our low crescent lunge. Ready? Big inhale, all the way forward, all the way up. And now we're gonna make that movement into a flow. We're gonna move in and out of our half split and our low crescent lunge, waking up our hamstrings, calf muscles, and hips. You ready? Here we go, big exhale. Send it back. Toes back, hips back. Inhale forward. Take a few more just like these. And sync your movement with your breath. Don't worry about my pace. Focus on your breath. Let that be your guide to when you need to move. We'll take about 2 more. Last time. And this time, as we come back to our high lunge, we will curl that back toe, lift that back knee, and we'll step that back foot forward, forward fold. Now, the rest of this flow is going to look familiar. It's what we've already done. Let's take a half lift, heart reaches. Big exhale, fold, let it go. Inhale to rise all the way up. Exhale, draw through to prayer center, let it go. Inhale all the way up, nice and strong and tall. Exhale, fold, let it go. Inhale, halfway lift, heart reaches forward. Exhale, fold, plant your palms, walk, step, or hop, and take your flow. Awesome job, guys. Beautiful work. We'll do the same thing on the other side. You ready? Shift a little weight over into your right foot. Inhale that left leg high this time, 3-legged dog. Bend the knee, point the knee towards the ceiling. Just like we talked about on that first side, your shoulders are going to want to follow. They're going to want to open. Don't let them. Close off those shoulders. Use your glutes to lift that top leg. Point the knee towards the ceiling. Squeeze, squeeze. Tiny little circles right here. Wake up your hips. On an inhale, shoot that leg high, nice and strong. Big exhale to round, pull that knee to your chest. How high can you get that knee? How forward can you get your shoulders? Take that knee over to your left elbow. Right elbow. Left elbow. Right elbow. Left elbow. Right elbow. Left. Right. Left. Right. 2 more. Left. Right. Last time. Left. Right. Hold it. Center. Squeeze. Lift. And place that foot between your palms. Whew. Nice job, guys. Use that core. You got it. Sink your hips right here. Let those shoulders relax. Wake it up. You have the option to drop that back knee. It's all good. Taking a moment, letting your shoulders draw down your spine. Just like we talked about before, we're keeping that front knee stacked right on top of our front ankle. Our heart is shining forward and up. Now let's add a twist. Root down through your right palm. Open to the left. Stacking your shoulders and sinking your hips. Letting that front knee hug in towards your core. It's not splaying out to the side. We're hugging it in nice and strong. Hips are down and forward. You got it. So you can look down if you want to feel grounded, or if you want to look up, you can challenge your balance a little bit. You got it. And let's drop into our horizon lunge. Take that back foot, spin the back foot onto the pinky toe edge. Take that top arm, reach it back parallel to the floor, gazing over that back shoulder. Front knee hugs in towards your core, and let your hips sink. You got it. And let's cartwheel right back up, high lunge. Slow and controlled, we open up other side. Find your twist. You can keep that knee down if you need it. It's all good. letting your hips sink, stacking your shoulders. Gently release, come back to your high lunge. Go ahead and drop that back knee if you're not there already, let it go. And send your heart forward and up, coming into a low crescent lunge, letting those hips fall, keeping that front knee right where it is, guiding those hips closer towards the floor. On an exhale, float down and send those hips back, half split. Straightening that front leg, draw the toes back towards your face. Taking that right hip, guide that right hip slightly forward so that your hips are even. Let your shoulders relax. Let your upper body relax. Just like we talked about before, we're not rounding necessarily, we're reaching. We're sending that heart towards our toes. We're keeping a long spine. Y'all ready to flow it out? You know where we're headed. We're gonna move between that low crescent lunge and our half split. When you're ready, sync that movement with your breath. On the inhale, we reach up and forward. On the exhale, we send it back. Just like we talked about before, don't worry about my pace. Focus on your breath. And let that be your cue to move. We'll take about 3 more right here. Last 2. And last time. When you're ready, we'll meet back in that low lunge. Curling those back toes under, high lunge. And stepping that back foot forward, forward fold at the top of your mat. And pause right here, sway back and forth, release your low back. Shake your head, yes. Shake it, no, relax your neck and shoulders. You guys know this next part. It should be familiar. Take an inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, we'll fold. Inhale all the way up. Make it nice, active and engaged. And then let it go, heart center. Inhale all the way up. And exhale, fold, let it go. Inhale, halfway lift, heart reaches forward, lean forward. Exhale, fold. Plant your palms, walk, step, or hop to your high plank. And take your flow. I was watching another instructor on live this week, you guys. She was doing her own yoga video, and she would say, take a flow or say no. Take a flow or say no. So you always have the option to say no, skip the flow, and straight to a downward facing dog. Nice work, you guys. Let's move forward into our Sun Sal B. I'm going to mix it up on us a little bit today. Let's walk our hands back towards the back of our mat, forward fold at the back of your mat. Take an inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold, let it go. Inhale, rise all the way up, but bring your right leg with you, one-legged Tadasana at the back of your mat. You got it? It's a little challenging on carpet. For those of you who are on carpet, it's a little wiggly. All right, you got this. Nice. So this is your one-legged Tadasana. From here, we're going to float forward, coming into a crescent lunge. Now, before you move, think about where you're headed and see if you can land without making a sound. You ready? Here we go. There's your crescent lunge. Find it, you got it. Stack that front knee right on top of your front ankle. Beautiful, now relax your shoulders. Yeah. Draw that left hip slightly forward. Tuck that pelvis under the teeny tiniest little bit until you feel that stretch right here. You got it? Nice work, guys. Drop that back heel. Warrior one. So, our left hip is still reaching forward. Our upper body has not moved. We are in heel to arch alignment. Warrior one. Relax your shoulders. Open up, warrior two. So just like we talked about on Monday, when we open to warrior two, a lot of times that front knee wants to knock in. Don't let it. Guide that front knee back over towards your pinky toe. That's going to give you a better stretch on the inside of that front thigh. And the knee is still stacked on top of that front ankle. You got it? You look good. Tiny hinge forward. Flip that front palm. Reach up and back. Reverse your warrior. Maintain the bend in that front knee. Reaching up out of that front hip. You got it. Breathe into it. Rise back up to warrior two. Got it? Reach forward out of your hips. Reach, 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 reach. Come into a side angle, dropping that bottom elbow to your thigh. Reaching that top arm past the crown of your head. There's your side angle. Nice. Now, drop the hips, sink the hips. You got it. One line from your fingertips to your toes. You have the option to stay right here. If you want to add on, we will engage our abs. Come with me. We'll take that bottom arm, reach it forward to stack your shoulders, and up to engage your abs. Keep those lines. One line from the fingertips to the back heel. 4, 3. Strong for 2. And 1. Open back up. Warrior 2. Straighten that front leg. Oh my goodness. Nice job, guys. Send that back hip towards the back of the room. Sassy hips. Now reach forward. Reach forward a little more. Reach forward a little more. Reach. Your upper body is so long. It's so strong. And let it go. Coming into your triangle pose. That bottom hand is going to land on the shin, or maybe the ankle, or maybe the mat. Let it go. Breathing into this deep pose right here. We're tucking that bottom hip under. We're leaning our upper body back. Now, check in with that top arm. A lot of times in our triangle pose, we want to reach way back like this. Don't do that, it's going to hurt your shoulder. Cool? Keep it stacked. Wrist on top of elbow, elbow on top of shoulder. You got it. Nice. Let's reverse our triangle. Take that top palm. Let's take it down. Replace the bottom palm wherever it's at, and we'll open up to the other side. So you're twisting towards that near thigh. And we'll gently release, coming back into your triangle pose. Nice work, guys. Put a deep bend into your front knee, coming into extended side angle. Now, we've been here before in our warm-up. We were in our high lunge. This time we've got warrior 2 feet, where it's extended side angle. You have the option to stay right here, getting deep into those hips. If you want to add on with me, we'll take a half bind. So that top palm is going to flip and it's going to reach behind your low back. There's your half bind. You can hold here and gaze high. If you want to add on, we can take that bottom hand, reach it under the front thigh, reaching for the fingertips of that top hand. Yeah? Now challenge your balance. Maybe you gaze over that top shoulder. You got it. Breathe into it, sink your hips. Open the chest. And we'll gently release. Let go of that bind. Big exhale, come back to your high lunge. Pivot up on those back toes. There's your high lunge. From your heart, shine forward. And we're gonna exhale, send it back into a pyramid pose. Now, just like we did in our warm-up, we were low and we went from half split to a low lunge. This time, we're gonna go from a pyramid pose to a high crescent lunge. Cool? Now, you have the option to stick with what we did in the warm-up, or if you wanna come with me, we'll start in that pyramid. You know where we're headed. Sync your movement with your breath. On an inhale, rise up, crescent lunge. Heart forward, hips forward. And on your exhale, fold, let it go. Send those hips back, straightening that front leg. There's your pyramid pose. Heart reaches towards your toes, left hip comes forward. Take about 3 more, just like that, guys. Nice and strong. Your inner thighs are squeezing so that you can get that lift. You got this. Last 2. Last time. Take your time to get there. We're gonna meet back in our high lunge. Step that back foot forward and forward fold at the top of your mat. That right thigh, that right glute muscle should be burning just a little bit. Go ahead and shake it out. You did great. Sway back and forth. Release your low back. Shake your head yes. Shake it no. And let's move through it, you guys. You know it. Take an inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, let it go. Inhale all the way up. Grab something you're thankful for and exhale, pull it into your heart. Inhale all the way up. Big exhale, forward fold, let it go. Inhale, halfway lift, heart reaches forward, lean forward. Exhale, fold, let it go. Plant your palms and walk, step or hop to your high plank. Finish your flow. You got it. Yes, you can. You're killing it, you guys. We gotta finish that flow on the other side, and then we'll cool down. All right, let's even it up. Inhale. Your left leg high. Oh wait, I totally messed that up, you guys. We have to walk towards the back of the mat. Walk towards the back of the mat. If Nazma and Yvette are watching, Nazma and Yvette are now laughing at me because they know that I do that all the time. Walk your hands towards the back of the mat, you guys. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. As you inhale to rise up, bring the left leg with you, one-legged Tadasana. There it is. Nice, strong and balanced right here. Breathe into it. You got it. Take a moment. We're gonna land in our crescent lunge. Think about where you're headed and see if you can land soft. You ready? Here we go. Nice work, guys. Pause right here, let those shoulders relax. Drawing that right hip forward. Tucking that pelvis under the teeny tiniest little bit until you feel that stretch. You got it. Drop that back heel, come into your warrior 1. So that back heel drops, we've got heel to arch alignment, and that right hip is shooting forward. Open up, warrior 2. Just like what we talked about on the first side, that front knee is gonna wanna knock in. Don't let it, guide it back towards your pinky toe. Tiny hinge forward. Flip your front palm. Reach up and back, reverse your warrior gaze high. Maintain that bend in the front knee. Rise back up, warrior two. Reach forward out of your hips. Keep reaching, keep reaching. You're so long, so strong. And let it go. Coming in to an extended side angle pose. That bottom elbow touches your thigh. That top arm reaches past the crown of your head. So you have one line from your fingertips to your toes. You have the option to stay right here. If you want to come with me, we'll take that bottom arm, reach it forward, stacking your shoulders, and reach it up, engage your core. Hold on to it right here, nice and strong. Hold for 4. Strong for 3. Breathe for 2. And 1, let it go. Open back up, warrior 2. And straighten that front leg, let it go. Send your hips towards the back of the room, sassy hips. Send them back, reaching forward. Reaching farther forward. Reaching a little bit more forward. And then tipping into your triangle pose. That bottom hand might land on your shin, or maybe it lands on your ankle, or maybe it lands on the mat. Nice work, you guys. Breathing into that deep twist. Stacking your wrist right over your elbow. Stacking your elbow right over your shoulder. Lean the upper body back. Let's take this pose and let's reverse it. Dropping that top palm, coming into your reverse triangle. So you're replacing that bottom palm wherever it's at, and you're opening up towards the inside of that front thigh. You can look down for groundedness, or maybe you look high to challenge your balance. See if you can take that top shoulder and draw it away from your ear. Let's gently release, come back into your triangle pose. Only for a moment. And we'll put a deep bend into our front knee, coming into our extended side angle. Maybe you take your feet a little bit wider. We were here in our warm-up. Now we've got our warrior 2 feet. We're sinking our hips. You have the option to stay right here. If you want to come with me, we'll add a half bind. That top reaches behind your low back. Maybe that bottom palm reaches under that front thigh. Stacking your shoulders, sinking your hips. You got it. Let's gently release that full bind. Come back to extended side angle and take a big exhale, pivoting on that back foot, coming to your high lunge. You're almost there, you guys. You're killing it. Just like we did before, we're going to flow in and out of our crescent lunge and our pyramid pose. So let's start with pyramid. Straighten that front leg. Send those hips up and back. Take a moment, relax your shoulders. Draw that right hip forward. Let your upper body relax. It's all good. When you're ready, we'll start to flow it out. As you inhale, rise up to crescent lunge. Squeeze your inner thighs to get that lift. And exhale. Let it go. Push it back. Pyramid pose. Let's take about 4 more, just like that. 2 more right here. Last time. Meeting back in a high lunge. Let's step that back foot forward. Forward fold at the top of your mat. Nice work, you guys. The hard part's over. It's all cool down from here. Shake it out. Sway back and forth. Release your low back. Shake your head yes. Shake it no. Relax your neck and shoulders. Let's inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, let it go. Inhale, rise all the way up. Big exhale, draw through to heart center, let it go. One more time, big inhale, rise up. And big exhale, let it go. Inhale, halfway lift, let it go. Plant your palms, walk, step, or hop to your high plank and take your very last vinyasa flow. Excellent work, you guys. So we've done a lot with our hips today. We've done a lot of our high lunge, our low lunge, our crescent lunge, moving in and out of those flows, getting into our hips. I want to finish today with one final hip opener, and that'll be our pigeon pose. Let's inhale that right leg high. Exhale, draw that knee to your chest. And let's take that knee over to our right wrist. Toes are going to come to the left wrist. And just sink your hips. Take a moment. Sinking the hips, lifting your heart. Now, ideally, in a perfect world, we would want our shin parallel with the top of our mat. Now, I don't expect any of us to be there, but think about that as being the goal. You want to get that foot away from your left hip. You want to move that foot towards the top of your mat. Now, when you do that, that left hip's going to want to come up. We want to guide that left hip down to make it even with the left. All right? Take a moment right here. Find it. Find it. You got it. Maybe you stay high. And maybe you exhale, folding forward into that pigeon pose. Wherever you're at today, we're just going to hold and breathe. Breathing into that deep stretch. See if you can let your shoulders relax. See if you can let your jaw unhinge. Maybe you allow the palms of your hands to soften. With each inhale, see if you can let your spine grow a little bit longer. And with each exhale, see if you can sink just a little bit deeper into that pose. One more big breath right here. Big inhale. Big exhale, let it go. And we'll gently release, walking our way right back up. Curl the back toes under and send it back downward facing dog. Other side, inhale that left leg high. And exhale, sweep it through knee to chest. Guide that knee over to your left wrist. Toes over to your right wrist. Just like we did on that first side, take a moment to sink your hips. Lift your heart. Find it. Think about those toes going towards the top of your mat. That right hip drawing down to meet the left. Maybe you stay right here. Maybe you begin to fold forward. Wherever you're at today, Just hold and breathe. We talked about this a little bit on Monday, that oftentimes when we're stressed, we carry tension in our shoulders, and we think about that. We know our shoulders get tight when we're stressed. We don't usually think about the tension that we carry in our hips, but we do the same thing in our hips as we do with our shoulders. We carry a lot of tension, we carry a lot of emotion in our hips. So if you can do some deep hip openers, it's gonna be good for your soul. It's gonna let you relax. It's gonna let you release some of that tension. Let's let our shoulders fall. Let them relax. The palms of the hands soften just a little bit. See if you can relax the back of your throat. Wherever you're at today, we'll take one more big inhale, lengthening your spine. One more big exhale, let it go. And gently release, walking your way back out. This time, to get out of the pose, we're just gonna spin that back foot forward, coming into a seat at the top of your mat. You got it. Awesome job, guys. Let's take a big inhale all the way out the long spine, open rib cage. Big exhale, fold it forward, let it go. Inhale to slowly roll all the way up. And exhale to slowly roll all the way back. Awesome, awesome job, you guys. Coming into your Savasana, your final resting pose. Take a moment right here just to take a total body scan from top to bottom, bottom to top, and notice how your body is feeling. Allow your toes to fall open. Allow your eyelids to soften. Allow your shoulders to feel heavy and supported by the mat. Allow your hips to relax. Allow the backs of your knees and the crooks of your elbows to become soft. Allow your jaw to unhinge. Allow the back of your throat to fall open. Allow every single muscle in your forehead to gently melt away. Focus on your breath. Focus on your heartbeat. Now, one more time, take a total body scan from top to bottom, bottom to top, and notice how your body is feeling. Notice the edges of your body where your skin touches the air. Notice the space that you take up. Notice how your body feels to be still. Let's gently begin wiggling our fingers and gently begin wiggling our toes On a gentle inhale, sweep your arms all the way up by your ears. Total body stretch, reaching through the tips of your fingers, down through the tips of your toes, and on an exhale, gently roll onto either side, coming into a supported fetal position. When you're ready, root down through that top palm and push up, coming into a seat at the top of your mat. Nice work, you guys. We'll finish today the same way I finish every single one of my classes. Together, we will take a big inhale up. Exhale, draw through to heart center, let it go. One more time, just like that together. Big inhale, rise up. Big exhale, draw through to prayer center. Awesome, awesome job, you guys. I'm now seeing how many of you were watching. Taylor Gilbert, I'm glad you're here. And Brooklyn Reigns, and Jennifer Pennington, Hannah Thornsberry, Jenna Beck. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited you all joined. That's just like the coolest thing ever. Thank you guys so much for being here. In yoga, we end with namaste, which means the light in me sees, acknowledges, and respects the light in each and every one of you guys. Thank you so much for being here. So normally I only teach yoga on Mondays and Wednesdays. I was wondering if we'd be down for a Friday class. Maybe. If you guys want to try to do this again on Friday, let me know, because I'm thinking about it. I'm kind of on the fence. Leave a comment or something if this is something you would enjoy and want to do it again on Friday. Thank you guys so much for being here. Stay well. I love you. And if I don't see you on Friday, then I'll see you on Monday at 7. All right. Love you guys.